The doorway to more than half of all Oklahoma college students used to be wide open. Because of ongoing budget cuts, that door is now closing to an increasing number of people who want to start a college education or finish one. Oklahoma's 12 community colleges are struggling to find ways to remain the launching point for thousands of Oklahomans seeking better lives.
About half of everyone who enrolls in higher education in Oklahoma does so at a community college. There are 12 of them in the state, in addition to two-year degrees at OSU OKC and OSU IT. Schools that are being forced now to downsize because of state budget cuts. Since July of 2015, the 12 schools have been cut a total of $41,237,000. 612 jobs have been eliminated, 828 course offerings eliminated, and 46 degree or certificate programs shut down. Other cuts include scholarships and tuition waivers, athletic programs, salaries reduced, student advisement, technology improvements, and many other student services reduced or eliminated. A program that is a key to getting more students into college has also been cut, concurrent enrollment, where high school students take courses that give them college credits.
We're always paid a year in arrear for the students we actually served last year. I lost over $1 million this year just in concurrent enrollment.
Jack Bryant is president of Redlands Community College in El Reno. Students in 35 rural school districts depend on his college for those classes.
I serve over 1,000 concurrent students every semester. And that, because we're not being reimbursed fully, this year the reimbursement rate is 26.8% on the dollar.
69% of Redlands students are the first in their families to attend college. Brian says that's who the state wanted to attract to higher ed, but with budget cuts, many can no longer afford it.
No matter if it's a higher education degree or a career tech certification, that extra training means extra money, which means a better lifestyle. All the things that we're supposed to be wanting in the American dream are being killed because the legislature continues to cut our funding.
Gary Davidson is executive director of the Oklahoma Association of Community Colleges.
The students that actually need the most attention are those, first-time students. And what we're seeing through these budget cuts over the last few years, those support positions which are so critical to student success, like advisement, are having to be reduced.
The faculty at Redlands Community College must have a master's degree. The starting salary, $40,000 a year.
My full-time faculty teach 15 college credit hours per semester, every one of them. That's just their straight load. And every single one of them teaches overload as well.
And now Redlands is moving to a 4-day school week this fall. The low pay and heavy workload is also taking a toll.
I lost a fine math and physics instructor this summer. Came to me in tears that she was leaving. She went out of state because she made more money. My director of athletics, he came to me last year and said, I'm leaving.
Bryant has found ways to preserve some key programs that make Redlands unique. He was about to close the school's Olympic-sized swimming pool to save money, but then City Hall and the public school district stepped up.
So we sat down, and what we ended up doing, all city employees can belong to our Fitness for Life Center, which includes our weight room, our aerobic machines, our swimming pool. Public schools, instead of doing just that, he wanted to be able to use it for his special needs students.
A similar arrangement kept the school's Royce Ranch north of town open through a partnership with the USDA.
NRCS brings their new employees here, trains them in our classrooms out there, then walk right out into the fields and do hands-on learning. It's a living laboratory now.
Even with partnerships, Bryant knows his school is still hanging by a couple of financial threads that could be cut because of the way the legislature balanced this fiscal year's budget. All eyes are now on the state Supreme Court. That's where in early August they will hear oral arguments on a series of constitutional challenges to hundreds of millions of dollars in new revenue the legislature put in place to balance the budget. For community colleges, the outcome will be critical.
We're looking at additional cuts or the possibility of a special session to address revenue enhancements. So we have to prepare for the worst.
We can't raise tuition fast enough to offset the losses. If we did, nobody could afford to go to college. And affordability is what the community college is all about.
It's estimated that 67% of all the new jobs being created in America's changing economy will require some sort of post-secondary degree or certificate. Educators warn if the state's economy is to grow past the boom and bust of the energy industry and take part in the economic growth that is available, an educated workforce will be required. Right now, however, Oklahoma is going the wrong direction.
And we're just not keeping up with it. We're behind.